guys. We might have tens. We're gonna have tens of viewers. Tens of them. Yeah. I'm gonna go share and see if I can get. You have 4 viewers. 6. And your kitty cat is so cute, cleaning himself. Okay, here, everybody. Will you smile for a picture?
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Stay-at-Home Sessions. I'm the Mighty Orq. We got Miss Famous Jamis right over here.
I'm over here.
And tonight, we have an incredibly special treat for you. we have some of the finest musicians in Texas. One of my idols for many years as a young kid, and tremendous musician. Please allow me to welcome Mr. Guy Forsythe and Ms. JESKA. Yeah, here it is.
Hey everybody.
What's up, y'all?
Hi there. It's great to see you here in this virtual palace, where we can share the things that we love through the miracle of modern technology.
Ain't that something?
Absolutely. Yeah. Who knew? Did you dream, like when you were young, that one day you'd be sequestered at home, spouting bits out into the internet of country blues tunes and just like what a weird collision of modern and archaic. These are interesting times. Perhaps we're living in a Chinese curse.
Yeah, man. Oh man. Yes, they are quite interesting. And yeah, I mean, who would have thought this, right? Like this is how musicians get together in this, historical moment. Like it's pretty,
and especially
it's
when
fantastic,
it started,
really.
When it started a year ago, I mean, even then I couldn't have dreamt that it would last this long.
I know. Dude, my thinking was, I remember, because the last gig that we did was March 14th, 2020, right? And that was even a little sketchy. We were like, man, should we be doing this gig? I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then lockdown, a couple days later, and I was like, I bet you a couple weeks, maybe, hopefully not a month,
Yeah.
Surprise.
I remember freaking out because I couldn't find any Campbell's chicken noodle soup. That's what I fixated on. That's what I needed to get through this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everything will be okay if we can just find some Campbell's chicken noodle soup. As long as the Campbell's chicken noodle soup is flowing, we'll be all right.
Yeah. No. Yeah, absolutely. It's it's one of those sort of comfort things, man. And then all of a sudden, and this is a total a bit of a tangent here, but something that just occurs to me. In the panic for toilet paper, I didn't hear one mention of getting a bidet. That just occurs to me now because I've been investigating
not ready
bidets.
For your strange ways.
You want to hear what's even worse than that? What's even worse than it only just occurring to you that you could get a bidet is that Guy was given one for his 50th birthday a few years ago, and he's never plugged it in.
It's back there.
It's in its box. Yeah. It's there. We got a bunch of toilet paper, and only now that I'm this days old am I.
I know, crazy, right?
I think that's fine. I think it's just fine. The reason that I was investigating bidets recently, the last few days, was because. In Mexico, we're thinking about taking a little voyage here at some point, vacation. Mm-hmm. You can't flush toilet paper down the toilet. There's a little can by the toilet where you put the toilet paper.
Right.
And so I was like, well, that's horrifying. So I'm just going to need to figure out how to work a bidet into the mix. So.
A travel bidet.
A travel bidet. There you go.
A squeeze bottle.
Get a spritzer. Like the one you use to shoot your cat with when they're bad.
Yeah, just a squeeze bottle.
Bingo.
This is the perfect first show.
Yeah, I think we've set a bar. We've set a bar here.
Man, I'm gonna have to. I apologize in advance to all the following guests because this is a strong start here.
They love it. I'm turning red.
Yeah, it's like conversations on the John.
I think you two could collaborate on that album.
Yeah, because I have a heroic output. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we should move on.
We should move on to some music, I think.
Move on to something not potty. This is what happens when we get around other people. We immediately start acting like we're toddlers.
We'd like to do a little scat singing for you now.
That's never happened to us before, ever. Oh gosh, man. Well, hey, listen, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. What an absolute treat. What an absolute delight. Like I'm so honored and so now just to conduct this in sort of to be a bit of attempt to pretend to be a professional here for a moment. I would like to ask you some questions in the style of journalism.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do your Studs Terkel thing. Let's do it.
Okay. So, number one. So now y'all have been live streaming, and I've watched a bunch of your live streams. And y'all have been live streaming pretty much since the get-go, right?
Jess was a super early adapter of the live stream as a reaction to being quarantined and being isolated from your audience and the audience people being isolated from music. And so she worked on hand carving her own TV studio here in the house and has done an amazing job.
That's so cool.
Was
And
that your
like
question?
how big, how wild of a change was it to go from, you know, playing live to like trying to, I mean, was there a pretty steep learning curve as far as your experience of doing the live stream stuff?
Yeah, there was a big learning curve. The whole thing was a curve.
A jagged curve on
luckily-
occasion, a fast, unmarked curve
Yeah.
on occasion too. You know?
Luckily, I'm a little bit younger than Guy, so I stop it. I understand technology a little differently than Guy did, which he's learning still.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
They have this
I
thing
got
called
him.
the internet.
I got him on the internet and we started dating. I got him an Instagram,
Wow, I've
which
heard
he
of that.
still doesn't know how to use. Just so everyone knows.
It's I don't know about that. I've seen some good stuff on the.
Yeah.
That's because
On
it's
Guy's
me.
Instagram.
It's me.
Oh.
I'm doing it. It's
Fair
me.
enough.
The notes you get. Sorry, those are from me.
I mostly just sit in the cave and paint the walls. That's
Yeah,
pretty
but
much
he
all I
does
do.
want to play shows with you, so it's not untrue notes. I'm a truth teller.
I know. I
There's
feel
been
you.
a lot of crying. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, there's been a lot of screaming and crying and temper tantrums, and shockingly enough, none of that actually made the internet work any better. But
But it turns out the live sacrifices really do.
yeah,
You know,
I
and that
think-
really, once we figured that
Can
out,
I get a pen? I need to write something down.
yeah.
stuff started moving fast.
I think it's been good for us to do the live streams in a regular type manner, because when we do get to go back to real life, we're gonna have to load in and out, and at least we haven't just been sitting here, you know. I mean, we do have to do the things in our house, so we have to set it up, and then we have to break it down, and then do it again, and so while it's not really the same, it is kind of something ritualistic that is keeping us at least used to doing something before we sing. Mm-hmm. It's been hard, but
And-
also great.
And giving us focus to sing and you know, like continuing to stir the pot, because otherwise I imagine we'd just go nuts. You know, like as
I'm not with the dog.
the concessions and decisions that we make to become musicians are demanding, and we do it because we're, you know, obviously seekers of attention. You know, we only achieve our avatar status in the eyes and ears of the audience, and that is the thing that we crave more than anything else, being this conduit for spirit. You know, like I don't have any imagination that I own any of this. You know, it's, you know, we are just trying to experiencing it, trying to live a life in music, trying to get to continue to be part of it.
I own it.
What?
She owns it.
What a beautiful
I'm merely
sentiment, man.
renting.
Mine.
That is. I love that. I love that very much. You know.
He's a
That's
poet.
wonderful. And so now
With
you
the
guys
poet
stream.
and the beater.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you stream on Wednesday evenings and on Sunday afternoons, correct?
We're kind of just doing Wednesdays right now.
Okay.
Although we stream on Wednesdays in conjunction with our television show on Access TV Channel 16 in Austin, but
Yes.
we multi-stream that to our YouTube and Facebook. And in June, the first Sunday in June, we'll start streaming on Sundays again, because we're going to be starting our second television show, which is really exciting.
Dude, that's awesome.
It is going to be Austin Music News. So we're going to have an hour where we connect with musicians and kind of get like local government things that are going on in local government that has to do with music, and maybe lift up a musician that needs lifting up, and just an hour of feel good. So it's coming back on Sundays, but right now we're just doing Wednesdays at 9. Unless sometimes Guy likes to do a pop-up show. You never know.
Right. And at the start of the pandemic, we were doing a show every other day.
It was a lot.
Oh wow!
I guess we were sprinting when we had no idea we were really in a marathon.
Right? How would you know?
Because we didn't want to miss the opportunity to be part of the, part of this fantastic grassroots response.
Yeah.
And we were, that was before there was any real support. So we were making all of our money from PayPal and Venmo and things like that. And we're trying to refine it as much as we can right now, because although Jess got her second vaccination shot today, and I'll get my second one sometime probably next week, we're still not playing live shows, although we're starting to book them now. We're right at the cusp of things starting to reopen, but it's still, this is a dangerous and wonderful period, as we got to be careful going forward. But there is a forward. For the first time in a year, really, we're able to see a functioning future for live music.
It's exciting,
because a lot of people are making a lot of money and have made a lot of money all the way through the pandemic. It's not like this has been a cessation of business. It's just been a moving of capital away from the general public to a small percentage. Let's be clear about what's going on here.
I don't follow.
And politically, there's people that I think might have something at stake, with the horrible cost that we've paid because of the pandemic. Some people are benefiting, surely, so which is hard, but it's disaster capitalism. It's just what people do.
I'd like to say I think everyone's benefiting just a little bit from the pandemic if you look hard enough. I know that it's been a hard year, but it's been like a forced boot camp for us. I mean, the things that we've learned this year, the way that we've been able to kind of really look at our finances and fix that and figure out ways to exist right now, those are only going to be magnified when we go back to real life. So while it's been heartbreaking, we've been able to set up the Patreon. We've been able to organize the notes and start we wouldn't have gotten a TV show. We wouldn't have done lots of things. So
I mean, there really are. I mean, there are some, as you say. I mean, there are some positive takeaways. I feel the same way. I would never have ever thought to live stream, or any. I mean, I didn't even really understand what that was. I mean, I knew what it was, but it's like, that would never have been remotely on the radar. It's just like, no, you book the gig, you go to the venue, you play the, you go to the next. You know what I mean? Something else, like speaking of loading gear and stuff, like, we did a couple this last weekend, and that is definitely something that I do not miss about regular life. It's like
so much of the musician's workout regimen is the carrying and placing of gear.
Dude, like I mean, it totally offsets all the beer, and it's just like, man, I haven't really had anything to offset the beer. I'm expandable weight. But well, shoot, hey, so what do you guys feel? Y'all wanna do a tune or two? And
I would love to. We'd love to. Would we?
Yeah.
All right.
We would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you just hit it whenever you're ready.
Take it, Guy.
Well, all right, then I shall.
Tell them about your song.
Well, I'm going to do this song that I wrote.
It's a corn tune.
It's called Snakes Around My Trailer. And I wrote it because there were snakes around my trailer. 1, 2, 3. There are snakes around my trailer. I found a scorpion in my bed. Snakes around my trailer. I found a scorpion in my bed. If Texas has its way, I could wake up dead. Black mold underneath the sheetrock, paper wasps in the eve. You know, I try to keep up with the upkeep, but an honest man may be deceived. Oh, God help the child set upon by thieves. Now it's a jacked up day where I wake up already late. Open out the front door, I wonder what I run for to meet my fate. If Texas had its way, I'd be gone without a trace. 100 right behind me to take my place. Hot sun working on the red clay, and it cracks just like a chain. Hell in August, Texas, fools pray for rain. Oh, you dumb sons of bitches, hurricane. And if it wasn't trying to kill you, wouldn't be Texas. If you ain't got the fight, you won't make it here. See that cowboy hat, driving that Lexus, venom in that wicked grin from ear to ear. The fight, you won't make it here. See that cowboy hat, driving that Lexus, venom in that wicked grin from ear to ear. Well, it's a jacked up day while I wake up already late. Open out the front door, I wonder what I run for to meet my fate. If Texas had its way, I'd be gone without a trace. 100 right behind me to take my place. Well, there's snakes around my trailer. I found a scorpion in my bed. If Texas has its way, there will be bloodshed. And if trouble makes a man, I'm a thoroughbred. Texas, Texas.
Wow! Hell yeah!
So that's a new song, what we refer to as a quarantine, one that we've written in lockdown. We've made
awesome.
A recording of it, and we're going to start working on a video, and then we're going to become superstars, and soon there'll be an action figure of us in every home.
Dude, sign me up. Like I'm ordering some immediately. Consider this an order. Dude, the
for
rhyme.
all those out there that don't know what I'm doing, I'm going on my phone and I'm sharing this. So if you're watching, you could also help, and we could have tens more viewers by you clicking the little share button, which we really would appreciate. Or you could even tag your friend in the chat. You know, we obviously are attention starved, and so we could get more of that. That'd be great.
Yeah, we're trying to get all we can.
Oh.
We're gonna break into the music business
Someday.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, man. I love I just gotta say I loved and this was one that that had never occurred to me. The Texas and the Lexus rhyme.
There you go. That's why we have Guy Forsythe.
Oh,
It's gonna be on a shirt.
yes. All right. Whenever you're, yeah. So you
Yeah, it's that hardcore frontier attitude, right? That's what we're talking about.
That's right. Well, hello, shiny suit, Stetson. I know.
Yeah.
I know about it.
We'll have you on the video.
We're storyboarding the video today.
Cool.
Gets hot round here, deep in the summertime. You just sink into the street, nothing moves without sign. Make a man go crazy with some shade, cold bottle of wine. But I got a job to do, I gotta make my rent. Lucky to have it too, that money's already spent. Just need a little something heaven sent, I'll be fine. Oh, I need a cool breeze to blow through. I need a cool breeze like you. Yeah, you do. You're like that moment when that summer sun goes down, sinks into the sea. I say, let that damn thing drown. Feels so much better when it's not around in the night. Can't blame that baby for crying when she needs her rest. Can't blame mama for that baby at her breast. Can't blame a man for trying to do his best. It'll be alright. Just like that poet said, cool cotton, silk, satin waiting in my bed. One little touch from you keeps it crazy in my head. I'll be alright. I need a cool breeze to blow through. I need a cool breeze.
That means send a little heart bubbles.
Oh, I love them heart bubbles.
Heart bubbles.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Must have more heart bubbles.
Heart bubbles. Wanted to do a couple of shout outs real quick. I want to say hey to Chuck Gordon.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Zara. I haven't seen you in such a long time. It's great to see your face or your name on the internet.
Your cyber face.
Yeah, for sure. And then we had Lisa Huffman also. So thank you to all the people that are watching out there. If you want to let us know where you're watching from, we'll read the things you write back at you, and that's exciting.
Whee! Oh yeah, it's like we're communicating.
Yeah.
It's like we're all together.
Separately.
But we're not.
But we're not. But we are.
Yeah.
It's very zen.
We are. Yeah, yeah.
Very
the
zen
intention
thing.
is there, and so much of it. This. Imagine if like we were going through the quarantine before the internet. Like what it would have been like in 1916. I guess they would have been used to things being a lot more quiet, but it really, if this has been a great time to be in the internet.
It's been a great time to be a pet.
Great time for Netflix, great time for Amazon.
Oh, yeah, Amazon.
Man, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Short.
There's a song there somewhere. It's a great time to be a pet. It's a great time for Amazon.
Yes.
Maybe we'll maybe we can write this one when we see y'all next month.
Idea. Although I wonder if collectively there's going to be an almost active choice to like move quickly past this. I think that there's a lot of people that want to go back to life as usual.
Yeah, but it's not going to work.
But
because people like me are alive.
Well, you spelled out the problem. Yes.
Redheads.
Man, I'll say though, I absolutely love this. I love the online deal. I mean, it's like y'all's TV show on Wednesdays. Like, you kind of have your own TV show, and you may not have 1 million viewers every week or whatever, but
It's like UHF.
but it's,
Or
it's
we
totally
may.
cool. I really dig it, and
Guys,
I don't have
Mom is a
to
big
I don't have to
fan.
load as much gear.
That's true. The commute is excellent.
The commute is the best. I actually I've considered I considered turning down stuff, and I have turned down stuff because it's like, oh, man, I can just do it here. I'm just not gonna.
That's not worth the money.
It's not worth. That's just.
Yeah, and I understand it probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Certain-
Come to your live stream at another place, and I'm like, do you fully understand the concept of a live stream? It could be anywhere. Preferably somewhere where I don't have to move a bunch of stuff.
So what you really need is for Zoom or Facebook or whatever platform, certain filters of certain venues like Antone's or the Saxon or the Mucky Duck filter that just puts the background behind you and puts the sign
Yeah, that's
up.
called a green screen.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! Again,
And I'm going to start selling trips to Hawaii where I'll provide a filter that looks like Hawaii for people, and I can charge them half of what it would cost to take them to Hawaii.
There it is.
dude, boom, there it is. It kind of
Boom,
reminds me
and
of that.
done, and-
Remember the movie Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's like you just, instead of implanting memories, you just provide a green screen and oh no, you're there. Just watch it on the screen.
That's great.
You're already there.
We got someone that says, "Hey, we're watching Howdy from H-Town, West Side, Christina Hughes." So, and speaking of all the gear loading, Guy and I are actually gonna have our first gigs in May in Houston. So, yeah,
Tell
if
us
you're
where- so-
watching and
so
you're in
where
Houston,
y'all
we're gonna
playing?
be
What's the
playing
scoop?
the Mucky Duck on the 15th.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's exciting and nerve-wracking, and I'm sure we'll forget
Yep.
to pack stuff.
Yep. And on the 14th, we're going to go to Galveston to the Old Quarter, and
That's our
and if you
Welcome
can get
back.
a chance to join us there, I think we might have a lot of fun. I know that they're in both of these venues. They are doing a limited seating. So not to the capacity of pre-COVID levels. So we're still being careful. But also it's important to start taking the baby steps back.
Yeah, and
'Cause we need it. We need it.
You should come play with us. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Dude, I think that's a wonderful idea, and you know, we're thinking
It's on the calendar.
it's on the calendar.
Hey!
Hey!
In wife language, that means we're gonna be there, or I'm gonna be
On
mad.
the calendar.
That is correct.
That's 10, baby.
What Mama says,
So,
that's what happens.
I have a question because I can see that you guys are kind of fanboying each other here. How did you first hear about Guy Forsythe? And then I have the same question for you because I'm curious. There's always a fun story, and I want to know. I'm
So,
sitting
well,
on paper.
So I first heard about Guy. I was maybe 18, and which was, you know, gosh, 10 years ago now.
It's not the years, it's the mileage.
I'm not a math guy. I'm not really a math guy.
I can count to 4 over and over again.
What's a calendar?
Bingo. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I had just kind of started like getting out and playing in clubs and stuff, and I met this fellow named Steve Schneider, and he was like, I had started to try and learn resonator guitar, and he goes, man, you got to check out Guy Forsythe. He plays with this band called the Asylum Street Spankers, and he has his own band. He's like, you got to check this guy out. And he gave me, did he give me a CD? He might have, like, I don't know, maybe it was like a mix CD, or it might have even been a mix tape at that time.
Mixtape.
Okay. And because this was like, you know, late 90s, I'd say, maybe early 2000s, somewhere in there. And that was, I was just like, I was floored. And then, you know, with the advent of what was YouTube was like, it was 06 or something. So I don't know, you know, and then I would go to Austin occasionally, and I'd like, you know, I'd try to go to a show, or I'd see your name on the marquee, you know, it's a Guy Forsythe, and it's like, oh man, that guy's awesome. So it was, you know, I was introduced, you know, probably late 90s, early 2000s, and I've just been a big fan ever since. And speaking of mixtapes, actually, my friend Jessica, who is a great bass player, by the way, not, Jessica Will, different Jessica.
Yeah, I'm a JESKA. I'm an ickless Jess.
Right. There's only 2 vowels. We're not, you know.
JESKA.
She made me a mixtape with this tune from a record that I didn't have of yours, and it was the tune. I know the tune "Calico Girl" was on there, and I love that tune, man. I was just like, what a cool tune, you know. And so yes, I mean, I've been a fan. I've been a
Midland,
big fan for
was that
many years.
Midland show the first show that you'd done with Guy?
Dude, what was the one we did? This was like, gosh, this is maybe 5 years ago or so.
Okay.
6 years ago now.
El Mikado?
We opened for. You were playing in a band. I can't remember the name of the group, but it was like it was you and Lance Keltner, and it was at
The Redemption Brothers is the name
Redemption
of that,
Brothers.
That project, yes. And
Yes.
it was at El Mercado, and that was the first time that I saw you.
Yes.
And,
I remember too, because we like.
And I was blown away.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know, I was blown away, just all around. You know, like not merely the guitar playing, the vintage instruments, and the killer vocals, but the suits. You know.
I mean, even right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, and so it's great to hear that I was inspirational to you, but I think you surpassed your your initial suggestions, because you sound great. It's
Thanks,
totally digging.
man. Thank you very
Did you
much.
play at the rodeo bar in New York City once?
Why, yes, I did.
Carolina's asking.
Yes, more than once actually. Played at the rodeo a couple of times. Sometimes with my band, and I think one time with the Asylum Street Spankers. And so, is the rodeo bar still open in New York City? That's
Who
my
knows?
question. I think the person who used to book that place went to another venue in New York called the Hill Country Barbecue. And that's in Brooklyn now, which was also a cool music venue.
I'm tagging Lance Keltner because now everyone's talking about him. Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack your show. I just
Dude,
was curious.
are you
'cause
kidding
I want
me?
to know stuff about you too.
Y'all do your stuff, man. Dude, we're just here hanging. This is part of the, I mean, this is just a delight for me. You do whatever, do the
you wanna play
thing.
another
As a
song?
matter of fact, I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to
I'm,
do one thing here, and I hope I don't
Whichever
just
one. I don't
ruin
know what you
the
had in
whole deal.
mind.
But somebody was saying they were wanting to do the PayPal stuff, and they were having trouble. I think what I'm gonna do is just try to add something to this screen right now so that we can do that.
Work your magic.
Yeah, let's see if we can work some magic.
I can also just
Here we go.
I can also just pop that on there for you guys.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and feel free to do that as well.
I'm going to. You don't have to tell me twice to post things about us.
That's important. You know, we do it for the love, but man, let me tell you,
Our
sometimes
kids eat a lot.
you know,
Yeah, they don't
like the
stop.
like
They
the
don't
Beatles
stop.
said, you know, your love can't pay my bills at least every month, you know. So it kind of does. I mean, it kind of does. But you know, it's anyhow. So I posted the stuff up there on the screen.
Yeah, and
it's-
as
it's-
always, it's not mandatory to send anything in. If
No.
you can that's great. And if you can't, please keep watching, and then maybe just share a little extra, like share to your friends or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we have a special place in our heart for people who can't afford to donate, right? I mean, and
So don't go anywhere. We want you
don't not
here.
watch because you feel bad. That's totally cross purposes because, like music is a tool that people use to survive difficult situations, and we identify who we are with, like who our community is musically in a lot of ways, and that's different now when we have so many different choices. When you, the viewer, have so many different choices that you could choose from, you get to pick what it is that you want out of music, and so much is available to you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sell yourself short. Like get what you really want.
Before you do another song, I just wanted to read. Charlie Pruitt says, I saw Orq in college playing with Tony Vega at the Big Easy. I'm not sure he was even 21 yet. Sounded amazing even then.
Aw, shucks. Thank you, Charlie.
Darn.
Yeah, that was sort of
Thank
that's kind of how I got started was playing with the Tony Vega band. And that was a lot of fun, man. I mean, it's like when you're a kid, I may or may not have been 21. I can't really remember now, for legal purposes. But yeah, it was. Thank you, Charlie. That's fun, man. I think and what's wild is like that doesn't seem like that long ago.
Yeah.
It's just
If
wild.
you're gonna do your request line at 7, I'm just gonna expedite things along because we're having a great time chatting. And I'm cool staying longer than 7 if you'd like us to, but would you like to play a song? Or you play a song? Or does someone want to play a song?
Oh, play a song.
Okay.
Let's both play a different song at the same time and see what happens.
Oh, that will be great.
I'm gonna leave.
I think we need to both do a Bo Diddley song in the same key of the same rhythm, and we'll be okay.
Reading my mind. Please, play us another.
All right, I'd like to send this out to everybody with loved ones in jail. Well, the Thibodeau furlough turned a little light town. Barefoot and the bio with the covers pulled down. The Reverend and Delilah stole a cherry black Merc, cigarettes, serotonin, half a day's work. He's leaking in the Lincoln. It'll never get through. You're gonna have to choose. It's the orphan of you. He puts the bullets in backwards in the barrel of his gun. Nobody knows he shoots you when you run. He's just doing his job beside the meal. Yeah, but I was never any better than I should have been. bed. He keeps him damned on the inside till that story broke. Soaked his bed in kerosene. It all came out in smoke. He's just doing his job inside of me or him. But I was never really better than I should have been. Never really better than I should have been. Never really better than I should have turn a little out town, barefoot in the bayou with the covers pulled down. The Reverend and Delilah stole a cherry black myrrh, cigarettes, serotonin, half a day's work. You know he's leaking in the Lincoln and never get through. You're gonna have to choose, it's the orphan or you. He puts the bullets in backwards in the barrel of his gun. Nobody knows, he shoots you when you run. You know the Reverend's got his reasons, he keeps them all hid. He got something neath his sleeve just like his daddy did. He keeps him damned on the inside till the story broke. Soaked his bed in kerosene, it all came out in smoke. Well, the orphan smelled the smoke, came a howling to the door with a piece of his mind and a 2x4. But the Reverend was righteous, he wasn't there, just burned out slides and a no tape to the cherries. Just doing his job inside of me or him. But I was never any better than I should have been. You know, I was never any better than I should have been. I was never any better than I should have been. I was never any better. 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 Never any better. I was never any better. I was never any better. I was.
Ah, that was awesome.
Very good.
Well done.
Very
Beautifully
Creepy
done.
saw.
That's only the second person I've ever seen play the saw.
Uh-huh.
Is he the, other one?
The other person is you, Guy.
Well, we've had a lot of time in quarantine.
I've learned to play the saw. I learned to play guitar. I learned kind of like 3 notes on that little mandolin thing.
Right, we're learning. I've been woodshedding the mandolin heavily.
A lot.
Yeah,
Dude,
which is
how cool.
You know,
It's like learning to yodel in a car with someone else on a long road trip for a year.
yeah, I was on
Dude.
tour with the
Yeah.
Hot
no,
Nut Riveters. We were on the road. We went to Lafayette and we went to Martin Accordions. And Nevada Newman fell in love with this beautiful blonde 10-hole diatonic accordion, and he got it, and he learned how to play it in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got the benefits of that one. I just got to hear the finished product. It's been a lovely musical journey with you. You want to do another one?
Yes.
What do you want to
Do
do?
you want to hear another one?
Heck yes. Well, I wanted to ask just real quick about your guitar. What's
sure.
What's this one here? Because
Okay,
I've
this-
never
this
seen that
is-
finish before, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Well, thanks. I love my guitars. This is a
All 50 of them.
National Delphi, a copy of the Duolian that they made in the 1930s, but this is from the new National Guitar Company that's based in San Luis Obispo, California. And it is a steel body, 12 fret National resonator guitar with a round neck. I think I can see in here. This is built in April of 1995. You know, that's back in the last century. So these earlier century instruments are very rare, and of course very in demand. But yeah, all three of the instruments that I've played today are all national resophonic instruments, of which I love. And one of the benefits about broadcasting from home is that I don't have to carry them anywhere. Oh yes, I love that guitar. That is really pretty. And it doesn't have it. Is there a stencil on the back?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There it
Almost.
is.
There it is.
Oh, so beautiful.
Isn't that fun? They do such a cool job,
pretty.
and
Like
they do such a good job. And I was looking at yours, and I was like, I don't know that I mean, I wasn't sure. Like, was that a wooden body? Like, just I hadn't seen that finish, and I was like, gosh, it's so beautiful. And
let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all get ready to talk about it.
Tell me more.
I can already yodel. No, I'm not going to do it right now. Laura Hibbett says hello, everybody, and special hello to Guy. We have a couple requests for long time. I told him that's kind of a harder one to do without the band. But
And I
it's up
haven't
to
tried
you.
to do that for a while. I could probably crash
We
at
could
it
try it. You want to watch us
spectacularly.
crash and burn? We're ready. I wore
That's-
gasoline to the show.
I've discovered that sort of is part of the fun of the live stream, because
I
folks
love
will like
it.
request songs that I haven't played in years or I have never played solo, and it's like, I don't know, how do you just so and sometimes I don't do it, so this is
only tell you no so many times.
so do whatever you feel is right, but
It's up to you. No pressure.
But first, let's talk about this gorgeous guitar, huh?
oh yeah,
Um,
I'll model it while you
This
talk
is
about
a
it.
national resophonic wood rocket. It's a wood reso rocket with cutaway, with a hot plate pickup system, which has a Telecaster style pickup and a tone and volume control. I bought this guitar from my friend and one of the great teachers of my life, Steve James, probably one of the best country blues and acoustic guitar player of Americana music that I am aware of today. Certainly as good as anybody ever was. And, I'll stand on your coffee table and tell you that if you want me to. You can find out about him at stevejames.com. And I suggest you do. Every time that I play a show, I feel like I should send Steve a check. Because
Apparently not. You keep
he
buying
was
instruments from
so
him.
well, because he was so influential in the thing that I do. What's different about this guitar from other national resophonic and other resonator style guitars is you'll notice the waffle F-hole pattern, which is
F-hole.
similar to the tricone that I have, although this guitar is made out of wood. It's a single cone resonator, and it has the cutaway. It is the hole into where the resonator or the resonator itself, the cone, sits into a recessed lip around on the inside of the guitar, and this makes for a slightly more mellow but still punchy instrument. The wood body has a different sort of overtone than the steel or brass guitars do. And this one's a little bit lighter too. So if you're a working musician, you're carrying your instruments, that's something that you may consider. But
I don't like carrying around the metal
Yeah,
ones.
they're
They're like 30 pounds.
they're heavy.
30, 35 pounds.
Yeah. And the other one that I played was the tricone, which is the shiny one.
I call that the Tin Man.
yeah. I've been fantasizing about a tricone for a long time.
Borrow one? You can borrow one. We have plenty.
I don't. It's like I don't even know what I'd do with it if I got it. You know what I mean?
You'd try to play it.
It's just like sort of.
I
pie
think
in
if
the
you
sky.
play it, that will work out.
Maybe-
Everything will come
interesting.
Take
clear.
some selfies with it. Pretend like you play it in some pictures.
I'm really interested in playing one of the mule tricones that is disguised. It looks like a single cone resonator, but it has a 3-cone assembly.
Oh yeah, dude, those mules. My friend John Egan recently got one, and it's a single cone.
Oh, good.
But he really likes it.
Yeah, John's great. I love watching him play.
I know, man. He's a great player, and we did a sort of an outdoor deal. I don't know, about 3 months ago now, and he had that with him, and I was just like, dude, what's the? what is this? He's like, you know what it is. And I was like, the mule. Mm-hmm.
I don't play any of the resonators yet because the action is really high, and I've only been playing
Ones
for
that are
a
set
year,
for slide,
and
yeah.
it hurts my fingers so bad to even
absolutely.
for 10
Like
seconds.
it's a thing, man. When I started learning this style, the fellow that I was learning it from was a fellow here in Houston named Harlem Slim. Great guy, great teacher, great player, and he was really nice. He loaned me this because I don't think I had an acoustic guitar at the time, or at least one that you could play slide on. It was this old Stella guitar, and dude, it was like. I could barely fret the thing. Like, the strings were like this far from the fretboard, and they were huge. And it was just like,
huge.
what is even happening?
The strings are like.
But it's good. It's good for stamina. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I learned on some really rough instruments.
Man.
You know, I remember at one time, my acoustic guitar was completely covered in water while camping. You know, it's just like. And you're like, oh, that's what I got. I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. But one of the things is, and I know you found this, that less playable instruments sometimes speak really well playing slide guitar with heavy action and heavy strings and raised action may be your only option. And so really, it's limitation that makes art. If you're completely able to create anything that you can envision or conceive, your options are so wide open that how will you know what to do? And what you have to say may be not as universal as dealing with limitations, because it's I have a lot more in common with that coffee cup with the chipped lip than I do the one that just came out of the wrapper. The reason why we like our favorite pair of jeans that we've worn so much is because they're comfortable, because they fit us and all of our complexities. It's those, and that's what when you see a legitimate old pickup truck, that's rusted out on the corners and stuff like that.
Painted old.
Yeah, not painted old, not the sort of manufactured history that we see in a lot of in like the way that you can buy stuff that's pre-worn. You can get a Fender guitar that is relict. It's somebody's job to put a cigarette out on your guitar before you buy it, and you pay money for it.
Where does that cigarette burn go perfectly?
Right. And that's because
I like that
because of consumerism and mass production and the fantastic availability of instruments, which is better now than it has ever been before. What makes an instrument valuable is not necessarily merely its sound or playability, but the story that it tells.
I need to hear this. Wait,
Say this.
listen.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to listen to the cat purr. Because
Oh, hey, it's a
Everyone is
kitty.
it's the internet.
Well, because people are saying kitty.
And what now? If I may ask, what is this kitty's name?
This is Sealy, who's named after Sealy Flats, a club that JESKA used to run in San Angelo.
Dude.
I ran that place. Did you play there? Did I?
What? Yes.
I had you play there at a festival, didn't I?
I did. Let's see. I did a
thought I
show there. I did a
recognized you. I
solo
wasn't
show
sure.
like in the backyard. I have a funny story.
Yeah.
But I thought that place was so cool, man. Like that was
Did you get
one
to
of the
stay in the
coolest
band house?
venues ever.
The band house was awesome.
It was amazing. Like, so I'm trying to think. Like I did a show there. I think my dad had come with me. Like we were doing like a. It was maybe 14. No, it was 15 because 14
So
I
it was
had
fairly
gone
new at
out
that
there
point.
to like scope it out. I was doing like a little run by myself, and I'd gone out
Yeah.
like to Los Angeles, and I'd played out there, and I was coming home. That was like the last gig of like the week's worth of shows or whatever was out in LA. And then I came home, and on the way home I was like, man, I want to hit this joint Sealy Flats because it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And dude, this was funny, kind of funny. Because sometimes I can be like a bit of a a turkey, right? Anyway, so I get to Sealy Flats. I get to San Angelo, get Sealy Flats, and who's playing? But oh gosh, now I can't even think of his name. The
does he look
amazing
like?
harmonica player, glasses, is a white guy. He's got like Rick Estrin. Rick Estrin.
Oh
was
yeah,
playing,
yeah, the
right?
Nightcats, you know.
Yeah,
but
and
not
so,
with the
so
Night
Rick
Cats.
Estrin was playing the night that I got in, and well, I got in late. I mean, I don't know what time I got in, but it was late. But I went to the club, and there's Rick and the band, and dude, Rick doesn't. I'm just some schmo, whatever. And so I go into and I see Rick and I see the guys. I'm like, hey guys, what time's the band start? Because obviously, and I said it sort of ironically because obviously, the show was over, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Rick just gives me this. He gives me one of these. And walks off. I was like, oh man, I just did what I hate. I harassed the band.
I'm that guy.
I'm that guy. And then I played there I think the following year, did a solo show out there, and it was just, I mean, what
That's probably Rod and Denise, right? The Bridgmans, Rod and Denise, tall,
Yeah.
older fella.
Yeah,
So
long
sweet.
white
Oh,
hair,
wow.
beard.
Yeah, they live in Florida now.
I just have to ask you, did you ever get a chance to see Charlie Batty play, who used to play with Rick Estrin in the Nightcats?
No, not so much. I don't know his music that well. Of course I know Charlie and the Nightcats, but there's not one that I had followed so much. And then I was so sad to hear that he passed. It was such a
Yeah. He was a great musician, great blues man. Whatever that means. Because there's that. I don't call myself a blues man. I'm a white kid from the suburbs of Kansas City who just really loves this music, and and it makes more sense to me than anything else that I heard on the radio. So I have gravitated to it because I want to get as close as I can to the thing that I love. So
yeah.
But yeah, Charlie Batty, he was incredible, fun to watch. Similar in the way that Junior Watson is just really, a guitar player with a sense of humor that came through without words. And that was pretty impressive. That was like wall running on the front of my guitar.
Off the guitar.
I mean, that sense of humor, man, I think is that is such a wonderful thing to be able to communicate effectively, and not in I don't know, in the right way, and I really admire, and that sense of fun, where you really it is evident that whoever is playing, you're enjoying what you're doing. And
yeah.
I admire that so greatly,
Yeah, it's there's there's the desire to be a serious artist and address everything with gravitas, but also as a performer, as an entertainer, we are hopefully offering a relief to those pressures, not adding to them. Although I also think that you should comfort the afflicted and you should afflict the comfortable. So, that's part of what folk music is all about. And blues is folk music. I mean, and the original bluesmen were singer-songwriters. Before the term singer-songwriter exists. They were people who were making their own music and performing their own music. And that distinction is important because that wasn't normal, or at least that's not what American and big culture looked at. Caruso wasn't Caruso because he wrote his own operas. He was amazing at what he was doing. He was he was the top tier of what he was doing. But I think the experience of an artist writing their own thing and expressing their own thing is powerful because there's less things in the way.
Yeah, that's a beautiful sentiment, a beautiful idea. I think you're spot on, man.
Sorry to say you're static, but I think it's a music break time because
Yeah.
your static is kind of
So also in the way was about 3,000 miles between me and Jeff Plankenhorn, and we used Zoom to write this song. So just do this for you right now. The greatest thing my mama ever taught me was to see the world from someone else's eyes. The salty and the sweet, the melody and the beat. Without the right wing and the left wing, this bird will never fly. So, why don't you meet me in the middle, where we can agree, a good place to stand for you and me. Meet me in the middle, we can get down. I see you and you can see me on common ground. If you believe that freedom's for all men and all women too, justice for the least of us, bridling the beast in us, no matter who you are, I am with you. Why don't you meet me in the middle, where we can agree, a good place to stand for you and me. Why don't you meet me in the middle, we can get down. I see you and you can see me on common ground. If you believe that every child deserves shelter from the wild, understanding that's a powerful word. And if you listen, you will be heard. Why don't you meet me in the middle, where we can agree, a good place to stand for you and me. Why don't you meet me in the middle, we can get down. I see you and you can see me on common ground. Why don't you meet me in the middle, where we can agree, a good place to stand for you and me. Why don't you meet me in the middle, we can get down. I see you and you can see me on common ground. If we believe love makes a way and gets us through our darkest days, we don't even have to fight. Sometimes we can both be right. Open up your heart, let it have its say. Why don't you meet me in the middle, where we can agree, a good place to stand for you and me. Why don't you meet me in the middle, we can get down. I see you and you can see me on common ground. I see you and you can see me on common ground. That's a good start.
Oh, that was great. Oh, man. Dude,
Written with Jeff Plankenhorn.
that's so cool. That is so, how fun, man. Beautiful.
Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to play these songs together
Yeah,
sometime.
and I was gonna actually put you on the spot. We do a Patreon show every month for just our patrons, and it's an interactive little concert we do on Zoom. Do you have a Patreon account?
I do indeed.
Cool. Well, then it's perfect, because what we like to do is kind of cross-contaminate our Patreons. You invite your people.
The
we
cross-contamination
invite our people.
model is very important
Yeah.
to us.
This is
We always start off by like visiting with our patrons. We really like to get to know everybody and take requests and everything. I know the Gordons are watching. They
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
watch our
What
show.
a great idea.
People-
That's a wonderful
People
idea.
are at their best when they're sharing things that they love, and we'd love to share.
Yeah,
you.
you want to be our guest this month?
I would
The,
love to. It would
yeah,
be my
this month, at the
great
end
honor.
of this month.
That would be
That'd be
wonderful.
great. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be new. This will be like a one of a kind one, because I'm gonna be traveling, so it's gonna be on Zoom with you and me and Guy from 3 completely different places all over. So
How fun, dude! again, you know, the wonders of technology when it works.
Yeah. Yeah, when it works.
We can't play a song together, but we can do a show together. We can song swap.
Yeah. I love it. I love that idea. I would love to do it. It'd be my great
So
honor.
fun.
For sure.
And if you really don't want to, you can text me afterwards and be like, "Why'd you put me on the spot, Jess?"
Oh, girl,
Thanks a lot.
get out of here. No, you know, it's so fun, and it's like for me, it's just. I mean, it's the live stream thing is so effective, you know, for being able to do performances because you don't have to. It's, you know, guy like you were saying, dude. It's like the commute is great, you know. I don't know, 10 feet.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm into
Yeah,
it.
I mean, we could just go to sleep.
Here's the bed.
Man.
man.
There you go. We're there. Secrets out.
Like
So what do you
butter.
want? What would you like? What would you like? I know it's past the time that you had said, but you are also the director of the circus.
And,
So
and we haven't got a chance to hear you play anything.
Hey man, look, dude, we're on a very tight schedule right now. I can't. I'm gonna have to let you go. Thanks. I gotta hang up. Yeah, shoot. Well, heck, I could do one. And could I make a request? Actually,
Yes.
at some point. We don't have to do it right this moment or whatever.
Sure.
well, let us know so we can practice while you play.
I like that tune. The Things That Matter. I mean,
Yeah.
that one's been in my head for a few days now, but maybe I'll do one now, and then you guys can
Please,
come back.
please. Yeah,
And-
do it.
Yeah.
We'll hang out right here.
Is that cool?
In our bedroom.
We'll hang out as long as you want us to.
Okay, dude, that's
I got a
awesome.
refrigerator with drinks in it.
That's always, man.
So, do you need us to mute, or are you guys muting on your end? How does this work?
Maybe
Do you want me to go mute?
yeah, maybe so, just to be safe,
Got it.
because I'm not
On it.
100%. All right.
We know that. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Well, friends, what do you think about that? Holy macaroni. What a show. So I think now Guy and Jess are going to come back and they're going to do another one for us here in a moment. But in the meantime, I'll do one for you. I hadn't really planned out what you know, sort of the beyond the ability to actually make it happen technically. I hadn't really thought about the strategy for the performance. So I think, I mean, whoops, I need a thumb pick. So I think it's been wonderful so far. This has just been fantastic. So I'll do one for you here, and then we'll come back with Guy and Jess and rock some more for you. And I want to thank y'all so much for hanging with us. You know, hope you're enjoying the show. This is the first sort of dual deal that we've done on the live stream, and I was just so excited that Guy and Jess could do it. This is just like like unbelievable, right? Is that how fun? And hold on. Meow. Okay, so I'll do one here for you, by golly. And this is one by one of my favorite Houston blues musicians, and he was actually a steel guitar player, Papa Hop Wilson. If you tuned into the stay-at-home sessions before, you probably know this song. But I'm so glad that Guy and Jess are here with us, and I'm so glad that I'm going to sing a song about it. It's called "I Feel So Glad." feel so glad. Well, I'm so glad. Yes, I feel so glad. You know that I'm so glad. Trouble don't last always. You know I used to run around with my head hung down. Well, I used to run around with my head hung down. But now I feel so glad I can face trouble with a smile. 'Cause I done got over. Well, I done got over. Oh, I done got over. Oh, I done got over. You know I done got over. Done got over at last. Now I feel so glad. Well, I'm so glad. Yes, I feel so glad. Ooh, I'm so glad. You know I feel so glad. Trouble don't last always. Thanks, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that's a fun one. And it, you know, I think it's one of those songs that sort of very clearly illustrates how one is feeling at the time. If you, never. Sorry, I've been drinking. The wine got me. Never mind. I love that song. Thank you very much.
I feel you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I love
Word.
wine.
Word. That's what I'm trying to say. Word.
I'll just drink more, and then you'll feel better about yourself.
Exactly. Cheers. Cheers to that.
Just that simple.
Where's my drink? See, it's already happening. Clink.
Oh yeah. Salute.
Oh, look at my koozie, y'all. It's so cute. La 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 mingo.
Dude, I have this tendency to call flamingos penguins or pink ones because they're pink ones.
I love it.
Yeah, it's totally like it's an involuntary.
That's cute.
Yeah, and it's involuntary, and it's only happened in the last few years. Very strange.
We have a 16-year-old Pomeranian, and when we walk her, the little girls on the street always squeal and chase to pet her and call her a pepperanian. I'm like, she's old. She
Luckily, she doesn't have any teeth, because she would have mauled those kids before.
All gums.
She's like, you kids, if you had met me when I was young, I would destroy you.
Well, when she was young, she was sweet. Now she's getting a little sassy as she's getting older, honestly. She'll bite you with her gums. She didn't bite when she was younger. Now she just knows she has no weapons.
Well,
Yep.
maybe for the best.
I don't know. People keep disappearing, so maybe she has some connections.
Yeah. Are you ready to play The Things That Matter?
This is a song that I wrote with my friend Brian Keene, and I'd gone
You
to
want to
Nashville.
click that mute there? You're feeding back a little bit there. Oh, Orq.
Yeah. So I went to Nashville to go write with my friend Brian Keene, who was living in Nashville at the time. Great guy. Brian's a wonderful guy, and we were writing songs in the Nashville style where you don't have to have anything to say. All you really need is a rhyming dictionary, a pad of paper, and a suppressed gag reflex, and you can get some work done. And we did. We wrote song after song after song and drank pound after pound of coffee beans. And at 2 days in, we had written like 6 songs, none of which you will ever have to hear. And on the third day, as we worked on my friend Brian's car that would run so I could get to the airport to go home, I got a telephone call, and it was bad news from my friend Kerry Wallum about Stephen Bruton. You might know who Stephen Bruton is. He was a great musician from Texas. They called him the Fort Worth Panther. He used to play with Chris Christopherson. Chris Christopherson took him on the road when Stephen Bruton was like 15 years old, just like, this kid is amazing, get him on the bus, and he had a long career, great production. When you listen to Bonnie Raitt stuff, you're listening to Stephen's guitar parts and his mandolin parts, because he just kicked ass all the time. But he unfortunately got cancer and eventually died, and it's just bad news about him. And after I got off the phone, I talked to Brian, and I told him what the call was, and then without really saying anything else, we both put down the tools we were working on the car, and we picked up guitars, and we wrote this song in about 15 minutes. And it's not always that easy. Sometimes it is, and the trick is just knowing when to pay attention and get out of the way of the muse when the muse comes, because as I said before, music comes through us. We can claim ownership, we can try to get the publishing money, but no matter what else, it's about paying attention and being in the right place at the right time, and just like connecting with the things that make us human, because that's where it applies. And so I wrote this with my friend Brian Keene. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. I don't need more clothes if I'm not freezing, and I don't want the love that I can't feel. I can't use a pretty lie just to help me pass my time. Love only matters when it's real. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Now I met a man, made $1 million, built himself a mansion up on high, and he worked hard every day till his strength passed him away, and now he sits and watches lovers pass him by. I only want the things that matter, only want things you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. So I gave my girl a watch that shined with diamonds, prettiest watch you would ever find. Well, she left it in the drawer when she walked right out my door. Turns out all she needed was my time. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you so-called finer things, they don't matter when they are not there. Now I know you can tell I'm not a rich man. Expect you know that I'm not a rich man, son. But if you should run and play, gather roses while you may, can't buy your time back when it's done. I only want the things that matter. Only want things that you can share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things, they don't matter when they are not there. Oh, they don't matter when they are not there.
Man, that one gets me every time. How beautiful. Oh,
Thank you. Brian
Mercy.
Keane. Written with
I didn't
Brian
know
Keane.
that was inspired by Stephen Bruton. So that what a beautiful story, man.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. It's wonderful. Y'all still there? Yeah.
Good to be of service. Play us another song.
Yeah, play us another song.
Well, okay.
Play
yeah.
as a
Hey,
song.
For
you
those,
know what?
we got interrupted
Might
briefly
be-
by an 11-year-old asking if she could make tacos. So while you guys sort this out, I'll be right back to make sure our 11-year-old isn't
Maybe that
using
one,
the
yeah.
stove.
Sorry, we're having a we're having a fan. Not fans, but like the fan over here was blowing too hard. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Well, we had a taco emergency where our 11-year-old needed tacos right away, and so we're addressing the taco emergency.
Dude, that can be a crisis, no matter what your age. You know,
Yes,
we have
sometimes
gone
you just
through
need
many a taco crisis here.
And in this, the taco can be symbolic, right? You know, the taco can represent many different things.
And you
So be
know,
careful.
like Sigmundo L. Freud said, you know, sometimes a taco is just a taco.
It's just a taco. I'm sure he said that at some point. He would have had to.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, a lot
he
of
knew.
tacos in Germany, and you know.
Yeah, the German taco, it's a little known delicacy. Like made with beer and mushrooms and sauerkraut.
So Keith Ferguson, the bass player, the original bass player of the fabulous T-Birds, you know, he was asked, well, what's it like touring the world and going all these different places? And he said, just different tacos. Right?
Dude,
Right?
and that's
Mind-blowing.
like the name of that album, right?
Yeah. Different tacos.
Oh my. I didn't know that. I was like, you know, it's like those album titles, you like kind of try to decipher the name, you know, like,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Different tacos. Like, yeah, I like tacos.
It means
I
that
like
they were
different
done for the
tacos.
day and they still needed a title.
How flippin' cool. Well, again, my mind is blown. That's wonderful. Let's see. I might
So can I ask a question? What are you playing that guitar through? Because I hear the reverb sound.
Yes,
So it's not
so-
just the sound of the instrument.
So I've got a little, this tiny little practice amp. It's a little, dude, it's this wacky little Marshall. It's a tiny little thing that I've got a mic on it, and then I've got like my ridiculously large pedal board, so it's like running I'm kind of running the regular electric setup. And then the acoustic gets picked up by my mic here, and then I've got a little mic on the amp. And so
It sounds great.
thanks, man. Yeah, you know, it sort of allows for I you know how it is, like you get sort of not addicted, but like used to having certain effects, you know.
Once you start cooking with a spice rack, you don't want to go back.
Exactly, you know, and so it's like, man, that really, especially doing solo stuff, you know, when I'm playing solo, I really like to have that spice, and so I've been doing it like this for a while. and I dig it. And then like you know, I've got a few other things. So like I'll on certain stuff when I play the cigar box guitar, like I'll you know, throw a reverse effect on there or some other stuff like a drone thing. You know, it's just it's a you start cooking with a spice rack. You know, I can't just go back to like, you know, a little bit of pepper, you know, only. It's not as fun. So let's see what for to play. Do you want to do a little something?
Duo?
Yeah, a little something, Dawn?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, we might do a little. We might include Miss. All right, we'll do this one. This one's called Home Cooking. All right, by Galley.
It's pretty tasty.
This one's going to feature Miss Jam. Wow.
You'll have to listen to that because Guy didn't mute, so you got some really good cheering from Guy in the background. He didn't realize he was on live. He was like,
Hell
"That's
yeah.
his wife."
Solo.
He was like, "Train solo. That's his wife. She's doing awesome." And
Yeah,
now
man,
I'm kind of jealous. I don't have a train solo.
Yeah, well, we can solve that, but it would be wrong to do it now.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hook you up.
Ooh, you'll have to give me lessons in Galveston. Maybe we can go early. Let's go a day early and get an Airbnb and let's just actually hang out. Because I
Perfect.
hate just hanging out right before we go on stage. Because that's the only time we ever get to hang out.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get someplace with an outdoor porch that faces the water.
Yeah.
Call us, we will get it worked out.
Yeah. No, I know. That's the thing. You know, it's.
Guy will Instagram you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know if it's coming
It's
from
me.
me
We'll FaceTime out.
on Instagram.
Wait, say again. Sorry.
Oh, if you Instagram Guy, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
doesn't know how to
exactly.
use it
Yeah.
yet.
You know, that's
She
the
keeps
thing,
hiding
it's
my
like-
phone, won't tell me where it is.
I'm not hiding his phone.
Yeah.
But there was that one
She
time.
keeps me in the
You
cellar.
know how I want to respond. Just
Where's
Yeah,
my phone?
that's me.
Where is it?
respond for me.
How'd you hide it from me
Wallet,
again?
Keys. Phone, wallet, keys.
Check. I don't know. Check like the fridge or something.
Right. I put it in the laundry. That way you'll never find it.
I ate it.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Well, guys, so what do you think? I mean, how would you like to proceed?
I think that everybody should be issued a guitar and
kazoo.
you know, and that's it. I just think that's how we should proceed.
Outside your house, there will be a guitar waiting for you.
I'm gonna go look. I don't want any more guitars though. Can we give
Say
some
again?
away? Oh, we have plenty guitars. Please, no one bring more guitars here. Don't bring more here. It's like coffee cups. There's only so many mouths.
Dude, I have this like it's not an obsession, but I like coffee cups. I see like fun coffee cups, and I just like.
If you have to say it's not an obsession, I automatically believe there is a problem. Like, Guy told me he didn't have a problem with t-shirts when we first started dating. But everyone wants Guy to wear their t-shirt, so they give him t-shirts, and he means it, and he wears their t-shirts. But
Give us your
his
mailing
Sometimes
dresser
6 or 7
exploded.
at a time, you
No.
know.
His dresser actually exploded. The front of the dresser popped off, and just t-shirts fell out.
Yep. I mean, like, really, the big payoff of being a professional musician is free t-shirts. So
That's
I mean,
it.
yeah, I was going to retire on free t-shirts. We could eat one.
No more
and,
coffee cups, no more t-shirts, and no more guitars. And no more things I have to clean up after.
At
No more
some
living
point, you know,
conditions.
like it does become an issue of like where to put them. You know,
Yeah.
like
We're
that's sort
starting
of
to
where
suspend them
that's
from
where
the
we are.
ceiling.
You know.
Yeah.
My dad is luckily a master carpenter, and if I can get lucky enough for him to actually get here, he's going to be building us a wall unit in the living room that we can put guitars in sideways. So
Ooh,
it'll
that'd
just
be-
be like a bookshelf of guitars,
That'd be
and then
awesome.
amps and
Look,
yeah.
How sweet is
Heaven.
that, man? Then you're
Well,
gonna
if
need
it
at least
ever
a couple
happens, it'll
more
be awesome.
guitars. You know.
Yeah.
But everyone's doing renovations during the pandemic, so he's very busy.
Right.
The pandemic's been great for carpenters
and bread makers.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
and the pool business, because everyone was like, "Well, we're going to be stuck here. Let's get a pool.
Let's get a
We're
pool.
not going anywhere."
I have this friend of mine and his wife years ago. They said that speaking of pools, they would get like little kiddie pools and like fill them up, and that was their like Sunday afternoon. They would like drink pool and like sit. They would drink pool. They would drink beer out in the kiddie pool on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah.
You know, they
That's
each had their own
seriously
kiddie pool.
like what happens.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
I was one of 8 kids. I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and we didn't have any money, but we had one of those big Walmart pools that if you put enough water in it, it holds the sides up itself, and we could all kind of be in it with a small floating device.
How wonderful.
And you could kind of walk in a little tiny sad circle slowly. Yeah, it was fun.
Sounds like
and
a
you
good
could
time.
flood the backyard with it, and then your mom could get real mad. We did that a lot. Because then you could make mud canals.
Also good fun.
That
Making
sounds
mud
very
canals.
sweet.
I'm a West Texas girl. That's what I did for entertainment.
yeah, I mean, like-
I made mud canals in my backyard from the pool water.
That just shows the success of our water accessibility. I mean, if you have water to make canals with for fun, you're winning on the world
We didn't.
stage.
That's why I got in trouble. That's why I got in trouble.
That means no water this week for you kids.
I wasn't allowed to watch Alice in Wonderland, the TV show, for like a month.
Thank God.
And it was live.
Perhaps your soul will be saved.
Heartbreak.
It was. You had 2 channels, couldn't watch it. Not a big, like, that is a big deal.
Well, what do you think? Y'all want to sing it?
I got
pretty?
another song. I'm gonna play another song.
Maybe we'll do one more and
Yeah, you're going to have to just turn it off because he's never going to stop. You're just gonna
very good.
have to
Very
say,
good.
good night.
Just like doing it, you know. Just
Playing.
like the opportunity to do it.
What are you playing? Because I have a cat.
This is you play Ceiling. Get the best possible sound you can out of that cat. This is another song I wrote with Jeff Blankenhorn, and we just let's write something angry and spiteful. Oh yes, angry and spiteful. There's not enough of that in the world, so this is the song that we came up with that. It's not my fault. I had a bad start. Nothing for your stomach is bad for your heart. Treated so poorly, it's just self-defense. Crime after crime, I ate the evidence. You got the drop on me, dared to rise, but you only caught me 'cause this ain't a fair fight. My hands are wet, my wallet's stuffed. No monkey tells this man enough is enough. Well, the big man needs somebody to blame. Toss an honest lamb onto the flame. Well, you want me to burn, that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. You broke your mind if you think that I'm gonna shoulder this boulder till the end of time. I've done my swindling, my pockets are tingling. I need some smoke and you look like kindling. The big man needs somebody to blame. Tossing on his lamb onto the flame. Oh, you want me to burn? That's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. Blood on your boots and bodies in the ground. More than enough to go around. I guess I did what I came here to do. Every gangster knows my aim is true. Perp walk strutting up the gallows steps. Well, come on now, sheeple, you ain't seen nothing yet. I got my story on the front page trending. #1 with a bullet so you can stop pretending that you're a saint when you are a sinner too. Well, misery loves company, and I love every single one of you. Well, the big band needs somebody to play. Tossing on his slam onto the flame. You want me to burn, so that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. Well, it's been a real pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
How wonderful. Thank you all so much. What an absolute honor and joy to get to hang out with you guys. Like, my gosh, and hear your beautiful music. Thank you. I just can't thank you enough.
Very much for having us.
And what I'll probably have to do, logistically speaking, is we're going to take a quick little commercial break, and we're going to come back, and I'll play some stuff. Do some things.
Pander.
But I'm probably gonna have to end the Zoom call, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or whatever.
That's good. We're gonna watch you on Facebook.
I'm not. This
Yeah,
is
we're
new,
gonna be
so.
your groupies. We're gonna go make some food and watch you.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much, and I'll holler at you in a little bit, Guy and Jess.
Right.
And,
Thank you, Mr. Mighty.
But thank you all.
And thank you, wife over there, wife to wife. I see you. I know what you're doing. You're doing a good job. We appreciate
I'm doing
you.
the best job.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mama needs a raise, y'all. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll sign off there. I'm just gonna take a gander here real quick. Yeah. Okay.
Go do commercial and then sign off.
So we're going to go to a commercial real quick. I want to thank Guy and Jess so much for hanging with us. What an absolute pleasure. What an absolute delight. You guys are wonderful. And friends, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back. Don't move a muscle, okay? I'm going to come back with some tunes in just a minute. Going to do your requests if you want to hear some tunes. Just let us know in the comments, and I will tickle the nickel for you. All right? Don't move a muscle. Be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all.
It's here, the Disco Body Shaper, the brand new exerciser sensation that's sweeping the country. This is the fastest, easiest way yet to trim and tone up your whole body. Just a few minutes a day with the Disco Body Shaper is all it takes to produce amazing results. Simply follow the Disco Body Shaper plan, and before you know it, you'll see unwanted inches begin to shrink before your very eyes. Fat will start to turn into healthy, beautifully firm tissue. Just imagine what this will do for your upper arms, back, bust, buttocks, problem areas that nothing seems to help. But beware of plastic imitations. Only the genuine Disco Body Shaper is made of steel. Send for yours today. You'll get results or your money back.
To order, call toll-free 1-800-648-5322. Save the COD charges and $9.95 to Disco Body Shaper, Box 466, Southfield, Michigan, 48037. Only the Disco Body Shaper is made of all steel. Don't accept plastic imitations. Order now.
To me, music is one of life's greatest pleasures, but not everyone has been as lucky as I've been. So many people have said I'd love to play the piano, but I could never learn to read music. Well, whether you'd like to play the piano, organ, or guitar, now everyone can read music instantly with my Deluxe Big Note Songbook. In fact, you'll be able to play from the first time you open the book.
Yes, the Liberace Deluxe Big Note Songbook is one of the fastest, easiest ways ever to learn how to play the piano, organ, chord organ, or guitar. It features big, oversized, easy-to-see notes. And in addition, the letter for each note is printed right on the note. Just match the letter on the note with the letter on the keyboard chart. It's that easy. Whether you've never played a note of music in your life, or even if you're an accomplished player, you'll enjoy the Liberace Deluxe Big Note Songbook. It's filled with a fabulous selection of more than 150 all-time favorite songs, current popular hits, Broadway show tunes and movie themes. Great old-time songs that everyone loves to sing. And the most beautiful inspirational and Christmas songs. Plus adaptations of Liberace's own favorite arrangements.
If you love music, I'm sure you'll agree that the many hours of pure joy this book provides is worth more than all the world's treasures.
Yes, why not start enjoying the fun and pleasure of playing all of your favorite songs that you'll find in the Liberace Deluxe Big Note Songbook. A regular $12.95 value, it's available now in this special TV offer for only $9.95. Here's how to order yours right now.
Order phone toll-free 800-228-2040 or save COD and postage charges by sending $9.95 to Big Note Songbook, P.O. Box 11066, Chicago 60611. Just send $9.95 to Big Note Songbook, P.O. Box 11066, Chicago 60611, or phone 800-228-2040.
What's up, y'all? Dude, how totally fun. Thank you so much for hanging with us. I'm the Mighty Orq. These are the stay-at-home sessions. We got Miss Famous Jamis right over here.
I'm over here.
And we just had the great honor of hosting and getting to hang out with virtually and listen to and song swap a bit with Guy Forsythe and JESKA. What a treat. Guy, Jess, thank y'all so much. What a delight, man. And I hope you guys out there on the internet enjoyed it. We had an absolute blast. Now, I'm going to play you some more songs. We're not done, okay?
We're just getting started.
Yeah, I haven't, you know.
We just got a toe in.
Yeah, so I'm going to play some songs. If you have any requests, please put them in the comments. I'm just going to go, we can't go too late because, you know, we don't want to, you know, alienate the neighbors, but by golly, we're going to play some songs. So, let's see.
There is a couple requests
Do-
for a possum song.
Oh,
earlier.
somebody, yeah, you know what, I saw that. Yeah, let's do a little, let's play Possum.
I'll play possum with you.
Will you play Possum with me?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, well, then by golly, let's make it happen.
I'm into it.
Okay. Oh, Stolen, great call. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll do that one right after this one. Great call, Ma. You got it, Sandy. Good call. There we go. Turn the volume up. Yeah, possums make good pets, actually. Oh, for Pete's sake. All right, I guess I got to use a tuner. All right, pretty good. Well, I met you on the back porch eating the cat food. You hissed at me and I thought, man, isn't that rude? Later by the trash can, eating the flotsam. could tell you didn't care if the raccoons got some. You're a nocturnal marsupial, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 'cause working for a living, trying to bring home the bacon. Well, you're a crafty little stalker with some tricks up your sleeve. Well, you could win an Oscar playing dead, I believe. Well, yes, I said, now wouldn't that be awesome? Feel like this friendship can blossom. Take all your doubts and toss them. Let me play possum with you, yeah. Well, there's a jungle out there in the animal kingdom. Survival takes a heck of a fight. Oh, and you never say die, you just lay down and do it, then you're going back out tonight. Well, well, well. Well, it's getting kind of late, y'all, now, and I've got to go. Come on back tomorrow and we'll play possum some more. Scurrying and scavenging and rooting around, baby. Well, I'll bring a bag of cat food and we'll go painting the town, that's right. Well, yes, I said, now wouldn't that be awesome? I feel like this friendship could blossom. Take all your doubts and toss them, baby. Up to the man. Oh, well, I said, now wouldn't that be awesome? Being best friends with a possum. No, I'm taking all my doubts and toss them. Up to the man in the moon. Let me play possum. I am a possum. I am a possum too. Well, let me play possum with you. Well, well. All right. Yeah, you're right, man. Oh my gosh. All right. There's a song about possums. And then we get...
Song about possums.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, it was my pleasure. And now I'll do one for you called Stolen, also by request here. And this is going to be the new single from our upcoming album. And which hopefully we will begin working on soon. It's all about me getting my act together.
Let's start now.
Well, this might be considered pre-production.
Sure.
And actually, we played in Brenham on Saturday night. Had a great time. We played at a venue called Home Sweet Farm Beer Garden, and it's just an absolutely wonderful venue. And so Chris Ardoin, who plays drums, he will usually set up a couple cameras, GoPro cameras, and record until the batteries die, on the cameras. And he captured, and he posted this on Instagram. He captured, I think, the guitar solo from this song when we were playing it on Saturday night. And you know how sometimes, I don't know, I mean, you're doing something, and at least as a musician, when you know you were being recorded, there are these, you sort of are a little tense. I think it's like that with anyone, when you're sort of under scrutiny, there is you sort of get tense, right? Well, I didn't know that I was being watched, and he filmed this and then posted it on Instagram, and I absolutely thought that I played a really nice solo. I thought the band sounded great. I thought the guitar solo, like the mix was good. It was just really nice. It was like so reassuring to hear that. So, Brother Chris, thank you for posting that, man, because it really, it did wonders for my confidence. Very truly. And we just, who's saying that? Oh God, that's real thoughtful. What a cool thing. Let's see, you go down Main, and then you take a left on Orq. Talking about street names. Anyhow, anyway, but I digress. This is a song called Stolen, and I hope you enjoy it. Covered in the dust of a country road, money in your pocket, but nowhere left to go. You gotta lay low, keep your head down, hide out where there's no one else around. Been playing the dice, better keep rolling. Gambling with the gold you stolen. Always on your trail, you're getting so close. Dreams of capture haunt you, it's like a hungry ghost. I swear you didn't know. Hurt no one, and now you're counting down the days by the bullets in your gun, and off in the distance the bell is tolling, sounding for the lives you stolen. flying through the air. Bullets then cut you like the hand of the devil, reaching out to touch you. It's all over now. You lay staring at the sky, and as a single tear trickles from the corner of your eye, off in the distance, the bell is tolling. Now everything you had has been stolen. On up the street, hell is strolling. Every life you hate has been stolen. All right. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Jess. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked that one. I really like that one too. That was a tune that I had written for as part of a soundtrack for a podcast, and it's called Legends of the Old West. I highly recommend you go check it out. It's really cool. And that wasn't for that specific podcast, but for that company, and that was supposed to be about the bank robber Pretty Boy Floyd. And I actually wrote a bunch of songs for that podcast, Legends of the Old West. Instrumentals, there was one song that has vocals, but the rest of them were instrumentals. And hopefully this year, what month is this? This is April.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, right? So it's starting to get late to decide to release an album, but I'd like to,
Patreon.
yeah, I'd like to release a bunch of those instrumental tunes as an instrumental album, at least digitally, to Spotify and other spots. Anyhow, okay, so let's see. How about this one?
Except
We don't have any tequila, but that's okay. Well, hold on. Wait, I got it. It's cool. up this morning, baby. Blues was walking like a man. I was up this morning. The blues was walking like a man. Said, come here, boy. Give me your right hand. Give me your right hand. Well, and they took mama's child. Turned me all upside down. And they took mama's child. Turned me all upside down. To be traveling on, boy, just can't turn you round. Just can't turn you round. Well, and the blues is a mean old shaking chill. I said the blues is a mean old shaking chill. You never had a man, hope you never will. Hope you never will. Tequila.
We got Pinot Noir.
That's pretty good though.
Pinot Noir. It doesn't have a ring.
And the blues is a low down aching heart disease. I said the blues is a low down aching heart disease. Like consumption, kill me by degrees, killing me by degrees. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm raining outdoors, y'all. I'm gonna drive my blues away. If it gets to raining outdoors, then I'm gonna drive my blues away. Down to the distillery, stay out there all day. Yeah, yeah, Ha yeah, you're right.
I'll keep that.
Oh, toot it, baby. Beautifully done.
I done did.
You done did. You done did it. Now, are we out of that? Is there anything left in that little?
There's
Yeah.
some more left in this
Yeah.
bottle.
Maybe I'll have a little swig more, if I may. I wish I may. I wish I might have a little bit more vino, all up in my glass.
Well, I got you covered.
Thank you, darling.
It's a little bit.
That's good. That's perfect. Less is more.
More is more.
When it comes to booze, that sort of depends. Right? Let's see. This guitar, does this guitar match? Or do I go with Loretta?
I think Loretta.
Loretta is...
What are you gonna play?
Man, gosh, I don't know. I'm just still like, I'm still high on the fact that Guy and Jess were here hanging with us.
want to say something to Guy right now, but he's not there anymore. He'll call you.
Oh man, that was so cool.
Get ready.
Yeah, I remember like when I was a kid, you know, I was probably, I don't know, I might have been 20, you know. So I wasn't just like a little bebe or anything.
Oh,
But yeah, you know, my buddy Steve Schneider was like, "Hey, you gotta check this guy out," because I had just started learning dobro, and I was like, "What?" And then I started watching some videos, and I was just like, "What is happening? Like, this guy is
out of his mind."
Well, dude, it was like,
love it.
yeah, it was amazing because like, guy like with the, you know, with his own band and like with the Sound Street Spankers, which is where I saw him first, he was just like this, you know, force of nature, man. And like just playing that resonator guitar and singing his heart out, and it was just amazing. It was really inspiring, and so man, get to have them on tonight was just, that was crazy. That was really fun. Because you know, I mean, I'm still a music fan and a music nerd. You know, so like when you get to like hang out with people that you've admired for years and like share music with them and have a cool exchange, it's really powerful. It's just really like, it's such a beautiful experience. So I'm delighted that Cynthia, thank you very much. A mature 20. Well, you know, I mean, I was overweight. Oh, the minority party is here. All right. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of Born in Houston. This is by another wonderful Austin artist, like Guy and Jess. This is another idol of mine who's been a mentor to me for close to 20 years now. Mr. Alan Haynes, and one of the finest guitar players and one of the most astonishing purveyors of Texas blues guitar that you will ever hear. And I haven't forgot about Smitram, Sandy, so don't worry. Yeah, all the best electric licks that I've got, I stole from Alan. Or Hank Mobley, the hard bop tenor sax player. So between Alan and Hank, that's my bag these days, in case anyone was wondering. I have been drinking, so I'm feeling a little chatty.
It's a good bag. Good brand.
It's a good brand. Well, born in Houston, the blues fall down like rain. Yeah, born in Houston, the blues fall down like rain. Lightning Hopkins on Dowling, y'all. And Albert Collins up on Maine, yes. Well, and there goes my baby. Don't you know she caused me so much pain? And there goes my baby. Don't you know she caused me so much pain? And now she's walking out my door, my tears blues falling down like rain. Hey, hey, yeah. Yeah, and it's so hard, so hard to live in this world all alone. Oh, well, well, it's so hard to live in this world all alone. But I've got that soulful city music, y'all. Those Houston blues to guide me home. Yeah. Oh, now I'm born in Houston. The blues fall down like rain. I'm born in Houston, where the blues fall down like rain. Texas Johnny Brown on lines, Lutheretta, y'all, and great against. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Let's see here. Well, shoot. It's getting a little late. Might do, boy, look at how gold. Look at how pretty gold Loretta looks. Woo!
She looks good.
Mm-hmm.
She looks good. She looks good for her age.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, she's 50. She's 50 this year.
She must moisturize.
She totally moisturizes because I sweat on her when we play outside.
Oh, man.
Gross.
Wah,
Wah, wah. So maybe I'll do a little instrumental for you here. Our dear friend Sandy had requested this one.
Smitram.
Yeah, and this is a song I wrote many years ago. This was one of the songs that I wrote while I was trying to learn this style of guitar, because I always feel like, or for whatever reason, whenever I learn something new, you know, a new instrument or a new style of guitar, I have a tendency to try and write something on it. I guess that's kind of my way of sort of getting inside of whatever it may be, you know, a different tuning or a different instrument, and allows me to understand it a little bit better. So I wrote actually a whole sort of a suite of songs while I was learning this style, and that was actually ended up being my first solo album, a record called Prayer Book, which was released in, I think, 2003. Nigh on 20 years ago. All right. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. That's awesome. All right, so I'll do this one here. This is a song called Smitram's Palace. And I think I feel like I have a cat hair in my eye. I think I'm okay. I think I'll make it.
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. You know, I did see a cat outside earlier.
There's at least one cat around here or something.
Oh my God, she's in the house.
Oh, that's a baby.
Oh goodness, she went to the vet today. Poor kid. She's doing just excellently well, and handsomely. And she's gonna tell you what, when we get done with the show, she's gonna eat like a queen, as well as our male cat Mangus. He hates the live stream, hates how loud I get, I guess, and so he just goes and hides in the bedroom. Doesn't hide, but he's just like,
Why do you do this?
why do you do this every week?
To me.
Anyway.
You don't like me. Am I not a good cat?
So, I'd like to send this one out to Miss Sandy for you, sweet ma'am, and also for Mangus, because this is a more subtle, more quiet song.
I really like this song.
Me too, baby. I'm glad you like this one. Well, friends, I think might do one more for you here. It's getting a little bit late. We so appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for hanging with us. It is just always an absolute pleasure. And golly Moses, what a cool thing to have Guy Forsythe and JESKA hanging with us this evening, man. Golly. Be sure to check out their show. So they're going to be in town next month, May 15th, Saturday, May 15th at the Mucky Duck, and Friday, May 14th in Galveston at the Old Quarter Acoustic Cafe. So be sure to check out those shows. You can, check out their website, and which is, I think, guyforsythe.com, but just Google it because I don't want to give you the wrong info. And additionally, in the description here, you can, if you liked what they were doing, feel free to contribute. You can Venmo at a Guy Forsythe Band, or you can PayPal them at paypal.me/Guy Forsythe. I know that they and we appreciate your friendship and your kindness and your support so much. Just your presence, because as Guy was saying earlier, we understand what it is to not be able to contribute financially. So your presence is a beautiful contribution. Don't feel like you can't hang out because you don't have money to tip or whatever. And that goes for them. That goes for us, and that goes for always. We're just very grateful that you're here, and we love doing this show for you every week. It's really been a joy, and it continues to be a joy. So. that writing? John the Revelator. I said, who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. Well, now God walked down the cool of the day and called at him by his name, but he refused to answer, 'cause he was naked and had a shame. Tell me, who's that writing? John the Revelator. Well, now who's that writing? John the Revelator. I said, who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. Well, you know, Christ had 12 apostles, yeah. Oh, and 3 he laid away. He said, watch with me, have a child till I go beyond a prayer. Tell me, who's that writing? John the Revelator. Well, now who's that writing? I said, who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. Seven seals. Well, now, said, who's that writing? John the Revelator. Tell me, who's that writing? John the Revelator. I said, who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. He wrote the book of the seven seals. Well, come on, baby. Join me, please.
Would you mind?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We want to thank our wonderful guests, Guy Forsythe and JESKA. Thank you all so much for hanging with us. Guy and Jess, thank you for hanging with us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for hanging with us this last year. Be sure to check out Guy and Jess's TV show on Wednesdays. You can find it on their YouTube channel, their Facebook page, wherever they are broadcasting. It's every Wednesday. You can find us here every Thursday. We love you guys. Thank you so much for your kindness, for your friendships, for your support. We'll see you right back here next Thursday with more music, more kitties, and some more fun.
More fun.
We'll see you soon.
Better.
That's right. We'll see you soon, y'all. Thank you so much.
Bye.